What is up, Aquarius? How are you guys doing, man? What's up? It's actually time for your bonus reading for July 2024. So what I'm doing in this video is I'm going to do the best that I can to pick up on all of the details, situations, and scenarios that didn't make it into any of the other July readings. Okay? Now, don't forget, y'all, there's still a July reading sale going on my website. The only readings that went back to regular price after the 4th of July was over were the one-day turnaround readings. The rest of them are still half price. So, for those of you who would like a personal reading, just check right down there in the description of the video, and that's where you'll find the link that'll take you straight to that page on my website. All right, let's see what we got going on, man. Starting this off with the singles and your love interest. Let's see if anything is happening. Now, this is not the person that you have past history with, just the person that you're interested in. Let's see if this is going anywhere. Is anything happening? Let's see. Ba-boom! Two of Wands reversed. Looks like some kind of decision is being made. I don't want to speak on what that is yet, though. So let's get two shuffles for the Two of Wands. There's one and two. Ace of Swords. King of Wands reversed. What in the... Oh, okay. There it is. Okay. Okay. You know what card that is, right? You know what card that is, right? That's the walking away card, man. Kind of looks to me like you've been sitting there waiting with the door hanging wide open. And for whatever reason, this particular individual just sat there on their ass and didn't take any action. And hasn't for a while. So it feels like you're making a head over heart decision, right? You're looking at this as logically and reasonably as possible. And as bad as it hurts, you're coming to the conclusion that they must just not feel the same way you feel. So there's no point in standing around waiting on them. So you may as well just walk away. Now, this is not the end-all, be-all gospel of truth. This is a general energetic overview, mainly through your perspectives. Some of you are interested in a Libra. I also have Gemini here. Okay. Well, let's see how they feel about you then. Let's see how this person feel about Aquarius. Hang on. Thirsty as hell, y'all. Hold up. I haven't had much water today. Feeling dehydrated. All right. How's this person feel about Aquarius then? What's their real energy and intentions? How do they really see you? How do they really feel about you? What's their energy look like, man? What kind of person are they in general? All right, let's see. Hey, King of Pentacles again. Well, I'm not going to speak on that yet. Hold up. Let's get three shuffles. 1, 2. All right, last one. Boom, Ace of Pentacles. Some of you interested in an earth sign, but okay. All right, well, this person absolutely feels an unusually strong connection with you. Unusually strong, stronger than they feel with your average person. But they don't realize how into them you are. They can't even tell that you're into them. Or for those of you who have done your version of spilling your heart on the table, they didn't really grasp it. They didn't really grasp the full extent of how into them you are. Now, with the Death card and the Six of Cups reversed, this means that they are very hung up on the past. They're still in the middle of getting over whatever happened to them in the past, their last relationship that came to an end, but that person still lives in their head. So I don't know if this person's really shopping around for a relationship right now. Yeah, they're not really sure what they want to do. I think when it all comes down to it, this person may just kind of want to lay low and, just stick to themselves for a little bit. Could be a Virgo for some of you. So they feel an unusually strong energetic connection, but I'm not seeing anything here that indicates a really heavy emotional connection. Maybe especially if they're an earth sign. Maybe they want to be very analytical about their feelings. Like, why the hell does this connection feel so strong? Why is that? Why do I feel this way? They're analyzing the connection. Okay. All right, that's about all I can get out of that. Indecisive. Don't know what the hell they want. Okay. All right, well, we pretty much got the outcome in the first spread. Let's go ahead and get that advice then. What's the advice? I don't even know if that needs advice. I'll tell you, before the cards hit the table, I could be wrong, and I will gladly take it on the chin if I am wrong. But that's the advice I would give you as personal advice. I'd be like, well, fuck it, walk away then. I had a client a couple of days ago that came to me and said, I'm confused. I don't know what to do. I told this person I want a relationship. They said they didn't want one. So what do? I said, walk away. Can't do nothing if they don't want a relationship. Can't do nothing. Can't do nothing. You gotta walk away from that. Nothing. Now, if you come to me with a question like that, I'll pull cards and see, do you all have a soul contract? Are you all supposed to be coming together for some reason? Was there some sort of pre-birth contract here? But even if you do have a contract, even if you have fucking past life karma that goes back 100 lifetimes, if they don't want a relationship, you can't do it. Anyway, though, let's see if there is any advice here. I could be wrong. Let's see what the cards say. Don't be losing no sleep over nobody that don't see your value. Fool card reverse. So some of you don't know this person as well as you think you do. Especially like if this is somebody at the workplace. You haven't really spent a whole lot of time with them outside of work, but like I'm feeling like even now, I know some of you are like, oh, Rich don't know what the hell he's talking about. This person's been a family friend for the last 10 years. That don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing. There's some people out there who can hide their true colors for years. Right? Years. Now, I think you are making the right move, honestly, because I'm really feeling like this person has a whole other side of them that you don't even know. A whole other side of them. Some of you may have been intentionally ignoring the red flags. So, as long as you have made your feelings known, but even at that, if you're somebody that the universe really wants in my life, how hard would it have to be to bring you into my life? How hard would that be? It shouldn't be that hard. I'm not saying there's not going to be any challenges or obstacles, but we should pretty well be drawn together very organically, right? So don't get it twisted. I know it. Sometimes it's a hard thing to have to walk away from somebody you don't want to walk away from. But I promise you, those of you who can be strong enough to do what needs to be done, regardless of how it feels, I promise you, the universe is going to bring somebody into your life that's going to make you look back on this person and laugh. There, I'm telling you, in the very, 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 not even a far off, distant future, very, very shortly, you're going to be looking back at this person like, oh my God, thank you, universe, for not giving me what I thought I wanted. And my personal opinion is that's one of the best feelings in the world. You know, when you think you want something so bad, you think you want something or someone so bad, and the universe doesn't give it to you, and at first it hurts. It's disappointing, right? But then, later on down the line, something happens, and you're able to look back and see why the universe wouldn't give it to you. And you're like, oh my God, I was this close to getting stuck in that trap. I was this close. This close. Did I ever tell y'all? I know I've told some of you about my first little heartbreak, dude. I'll never forget this, right? Check this out. I remember I was 14 years old. I'm 36 now, by the way. I was 14 years old, and I got my first little girlfriend in the 8th grade. And we dated for like 6 months. And I thought I was so in love, dude. And I remember when she broke up with me, my poor little pea-picking 14-year-old heart was in pieces, dude. My world was over. And not long after that, within like a year, she started dating this other dude, right? We were all in the same grade together. I was 14, okay? They are still together to this day. They're still together to this day. Every now and then, they'll get recommended to me in my Facebook, people you may know, and I'll see that, and I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. Now, I'm happy for them. Hey, man, cool. If that was in your soul contract, cool. More power to you. I'm happy for you. But I was this close to being that dude. I was this close. I'm like, thank you so much, universe, for breaking my heart back then. Thank you so much. Oh my God. That's one of the best feelings in the world, I think. That's just one little example, you know, but I'm telling you, that's going to be you here very, very soon. Very, very soon. You ain't going to have to wait 20-something years like I did. That's going to be you very soon. Very soon. Okay? It's a good feeling, dude. I'm telling you. Telling you. All right. I've babbled enough about that. Okay. Now we're going to look at the current relationship. And I am putting long-term intentions into this. I guess it doesn't have to be long-term, you know, but preferably 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, something like that. And if you are not experiencing problems, issues, or concerns in your current relationship, this is not for you. I always have to give a current person disclaimer. I know most of you have common sense, but you'd be surprised how many people out there have no fucking common sense. Be in a happy, successful relationship, watch one of my videos and think their partner's cheating on them or something. No, 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 no. If your relationship's happy, if you're good, don't watch me. Don't watch me. Why are you watching me? This isn't for you. See what I'm saying? All right. So, what is the problem? What is the issue? What's the concern with Aquarius and the current person? Let's see. 4 of Cups. Some of you might be dealing with somebody that pouts and throws fits when they don't get their way. especially if you're dealing with a water sign. Hody-do, yo, hody-do. Boom. The World card. Oh, wow. So you're up in your head. You're starting to feel like this relationship has expired. Starting to feel like you're feeling a sense of completion. Like it almost kind of feels like the universe is unbinding the two of you. So you're up in your head. Do I just abandon this now? Or do I stick around and wait and see if it improves? Maybe we're just going through a rough patch. Maybe we'll wake up and it'll go right back to what it was back when things were good. Up in your head, you're not sure. Some of you, there's a lot of emotional manipulation going on. You could be dealing with somebody that's very emotionally immature, manipulative, right? Plays emotional and mind games with you. All right, some of you are dealing with a Leo. I also have Cancer here. Okay, yeah, major loss of passion. It just feels like this is just at a dud. This is just a... It's just a dud. So, some of you dealing with a Virgo. Okay. All right. Well, oops. Ooh, yeah. See, some of you are actually completing your karmic contract. Okay. Well, it won't let me dig no deeper than that. Let's see how the current person feels about you and what their energy looks like. What's the true thoughts, feelings, opinions, and energies of the current person Aquarius is dealing with? Page of Wands. Why is this coming out for everybody in July, dude? Everybody. Okay, the Page of Wands is arguably the most immature character in the entire tarot. Arguably. I mean, all the pages are pretty immature, but the Page of Wands is immature fire energy, okay? So, let's see. With fire energy is very bombastic and spastic and, you know, dramatic and off the handle and blah, you know, and add that with immaturity and you could have probably the most immature individual in the tarot. Hey man, karmic cycle complete. They feel the same thing you do. And the Page of Cups. So this, oh wow, look. This person doesn't really know if they can trust you. They suspect that you're cheating on them because you don't seem to love them anymore. They feel like you're not in love with them anymore, so therefore you must be seeing somebody else or fucking somebody on the side or talking to somebody else. I think they suspect you have a third party. I think so. Look, both of these are both the same cards that came out in the last spread. They feel the same way you feel. But I think they're letting their thoughts get the best of them. And they're assuming that you're doing some sneaky, snaky shit behind the scenes because it just doesn't seem like you love them anymore. You seem very cold, detached, not very warm, loving, and affectionate anymore. King and Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, so just since they're kind of starting to think that you've fallen out of love with them, they just assume that obviously you must have somebody else. Obviously. Now, I'm sure that the majority of you absolutely do not. But, hey, maybe some of you do. Some of you might. That's between you and your higher self if you do. But I don't think the majority of you do. Okay. I'm not seeing any bad intentions, though. Maybe, though, for some of you with the 5 and 7 of Swords, maybe the reason why they feel that way about you is because they're projecting their own shit onto you. Maybe for some of you, the truth is, if they were put in the situation, if they were given the opportunity to have a third party, they would. So they assume that you would too. I don't think they a perfect little angel is all I'm saying. All right, well, let's see. Is there going to be any kind of outcome here? Any kind of outcome at all? Will it take a turn for the best, take a turn for the worst, or just kind of plateau out and stay the same? Will you stay or will you go? What's the outcome? Boom, boom. Damn, dog. You about to abandon this? That's what this is telling me. This is telling me you about to boot, scoot, and boogie. Pew. Yeah. Wow, okay. Holy shit sticks, Batman. I'm thinking that you're about to boot, scoot, and boogie on out of there. But I don't think that it's going to be without serious deliberation. I don't think you're just going to arbitrarily abandon this on a whim. You've been thinking about this for a long time. This has been a bun baking in the oven for a long time, ain't it? Ain't it? You've been holding out as long as possible. And see, it's not telling me though, normally, there's some sort of catalyst, you know, whenever this energy comes through. That's why I'm kind of surprised by this. Normally, it shows an explosion of drama and conflict, or of something to that effect. And that's not coming through here. That doesn't mean it's not happening necessarily. Maybe that just means it doesn't matter. It's going to happen one way or the other. Okay. Let's get the advice then. This is weird. There's a big puzzle piece missing here. What's the advice? What's the advice? It's going to take some work. Going to take some work if you want to fix this. Now, you all did complete your soul contract, though. You did. But technically, on paper, it's still possible to rewrite a new contract. It's possible. It is possible. I'm going to tell you, of all the personal readings that I do, man, I'm going to tell you, of all the personal readings that I do, I would say upwards of 85 to 90% of readings that I do about relationships that have come to an end, the vast, overwhelming majority of the time, what we're dealing with is a completed soul contract. Completed. Whatever was in that contract, the two of you came together and you accomplished whatever it was that was in that contract successfully. So once you do that, now the two of you being together serves no purpose. No purpose. It doesn't serve a purpose because the purpose it was meant to serve, it already served it successfully. You dig? So technically, you can rewrite a new contract. But boy, that requires cooperation on both parts. Both of you, not just you, not just them. Not just the one who is the primary catalyst for the majority of the problems. Both of you have to agree to forego the rest of your missions, contracts, and assignments in this lifetime, come together, and in some way or another, make sure that this relationship serves a newer, higher purpose. I'll give you a cornball, cheese ball example, okay? Let's say the two of you want to become Reiki certified and open up a Reiki healing center, right? And you want to build a Reiki business together. Well, now the two of you being together serves a purpose. Now the two of you are of service to humanity. That could write a contract. Absolutely. Absolutely. Both of you would have to be in agreement with this, though. That serves a higher purpose. As long as it's something that the universe, spirit looks at that and says, oh, okay, cool. All right, well, you're going to push out all your karma and all your other contracts, and you're going to have to come back in another lifetime and try that shit. You're pushing it off to the next lifetime, but if you want to go ahead and do that in this lifetime, we need all the light work we can get here in these times, in 2024, yo. So, again, that was a corny-ass example, I know, but you get my point, right? Technically, if you really wanted to keep this going, something to that effect would have to happen. All right? All right. Okie dokie. Now we are taking a look at the next contract that is due to come in. Let's see. Let's get a quick general energetic overview of the next person coming into Aquarius's life. Who's the next person coming in? Next contract that is due to come in. That's the Ace of Coins, by the way. So, dude, that always happens that way, man. That always happens that way. All right, so the minute you make the decision to take a break, you know what? Maybe I don't need a relationship right now for whatever reason. Maybe some of you are fresh out of one. Maybe you just keep connecting with new people and you just can't meet anybody that wants anything fucking serious, and it's just draining you and you're getting tired of it. Maybe you just ain't got no goddamn time. Maybe you have a new goal that you want to set, so you're taking on some overtime at work so you can buy your dream car. For whatever reason under the sun, you're like, yo, I ain't got time for this right now. At least for now, I'm going to lay low, take a break, and just stay single for a little bit. Then as soon as you turn the corner, actually for some of you, it's probably going to be while you're out hanging out with your friends and shit, out partying at the club or something, out to eat something, bam, you run right smack dab into that person. Now, spoiler alert, the next person coming in is a long-term contract. But you very suspicious that they may be up to no good. I don't know why. We'll look at their energy here in a minute. But for some reason, your defenses are sky high. And you watching every little thing they say and do. All right? You're making sure their words match up with their actions match up with their words. They say what they mean what they say. They say one thing one day, the same thing another day. You know, all that little shit. You know, all that little shit when you're watching somebody like, can I fucking trust you? What you up to? There got to be something up with you. You know, that's what you got going on here. So, okay. Could be a Taurus for some of you. Also have Aries here, and there's Cancer as well. All right, well, let's see. And by the way, I don't think this is somebody that you already know. So for those of you wondering if the next person coming in is somebody you've already met, I don't think so. It's going to be a new person. Let's look at their energy then. Their energy, feelings, intentions, all that good shit. How do they see you? How do they feel about you? What's their energy like in general? Is this somebody that you should settle down with and try to build a life partnership? Or is this a sneaky, deceitful little fuckbag that's just trying to use you? I don't know. Honestly, the vibes that I'm getting, probably the former rather than the latter, honestly. I could be wrong though, let's check. All right. Bam! Knight of Cups, man. Look at it. They into you for real, for real. Oh, King of Cups. Boy, they into you for real, for real. Man, this person be digging you, bruh. They be digging the shit out your ass. But I do think that they're a little bit concerned that you might not be into them. So maybe that's kind of why they're trying to hang back and play it off and kind of keep their feelings to themselves a little bit. It could be a Pisces for some of you. Yeah, they're not the greatest communicator in the world. Not really. So they're not really good at communicating their feelings. But I think this person is into you. Now, of course, hey, OG followers, what always comes through every time I read a new connection? What always comes through? Every time, without fail, like goddamn clockwork, what always comes through? The past. Past energy. So this person, I think they still stalk their ex, for real. They still be keeping an eye on their ex. And I mean, cool, whatever. But once you get into a relationship with somebody, or once you start pursuing somebody, you should shut out all other love interests. Slam the door shut on everybody, right? That's what you should do. But that ain't what everybody does in 2024, is it? No. Okay. All right. Well, if that's the worst thing that they're doing in the very beginning, maybe we can give it a pass for the very beginning, you know. I'm not seeing anything worse than that in their energy. I'm not seeing cheater energy. I'm not seeing fuckboy or whore energy. I'm not seeing none of that. All right, then. Let's see how it plays out for the first month. How's it playing out for the first month? First 30 days, not making a decision. Still at a crossroads. Not 100% sure. Uh-oh. You know what that means, right? That means, for whatever reason, it's going to very randomly, suddenly, abruptly, and unexpectedly pop off into conflict and come to an immediate end. Why? Why is this blowing up out of nowhere and coming to an end? This person has insecurities and trust issues. You intimidate this person and make them feel insecure. Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's usually one of the very first key indications that somebody is bottling up a lot of insecurities, is they typically are very, very, very fragile and they fly off the handle very easily. You know? Yeah. Okay, well, damn it, I wasn't expecting that. Wasn't expecting that. But I think this person's very fragile. It's a long-term contract, though, so you know what that means, right? If this is a long-term contract and it comes to an end when it's not supposed to, what's that mean? It means y'all are creating karma. That means y'all gonna end up stuck on the karmic wheel. That's what it means. Let's get the advice. Let's get the advice. Woo, 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 woo. Judgment. Man, I'm going to tell you what. At the end of the day, there's not really anything you can do about somebody else's insecurities. Not really. I mean, you can be a shoulder to lean on, a voice of encouragement, right? An ear to listen if they need to vent. You can be, you can give them all the praise and validation and reassurance, and you can do all those things. And by all means, do that. I'm not saying don't do that. However, what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, that will only contribute to maybe 10% of their insecurities and their self-esteem issues. And I'm being very generous when I say that. Very generous. It probably isn't even anywhere near that much. But there's very little that you can do. If you're dealing with a fragile, insecure person who has all these insecurities and very low self-confidence and low self-esteem, and they fly off the handle that easily, all right, long-term contract or not, later tater. Whatever. Point him towards the door then. Don't chase after him. Hell no. Hell no. No, hey, you ain't thinking about chasing after them, are you? No. We don't chase after people like that. Oh, no. Oh, no. Don't you dare beg and fucking plead. Don't you dare chase after somebody that wants to fucking walk away. Point them towards the door, and maybe even stick your ass out a little bit and offer them to give it a kiss on their way out the door. And just to be polite, you can give it a little kiss if you want. Kiss my ass. Fuck you. Later. Well, hopefully it doesn't come down to that. Hopefully not. So like I said, there's very little you can do. Be sure that you're a voice of encouragement. Give them reassurance if they need it. Be a shoulder to lean on, an ear to listen. Absolutely do those things. But if they fly off the handle because they're so fragile and insecure and they want to walk out the door, let them go. Okay, fuck. All right, well, I feel like those were the messages that my Aquarius friends needed to hear. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Thank you all once again for tuning in and playing along. Don't forget, y'all, I still have a July reading sale going on this month. The only readings that went back to regular price after the 4th of July were the one-day turnaround readings. So don't forget to check down there in the description of the video if you would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading. And I'm out of here now, y'all. Thanks again for tuning in. I will see you sometime between now and the rest of all